Libra 2014. We have here Eshu, Yansa, and Oshumare. These tarot cards are talking about changes, quick, sudden changes that will change direction in your life. Notice that Eshu is walking away into a different direction. And this is what is letting us know that there are changes coming to your life. There are changes coming to your life that are going to push you into a complete different direction, will put your life in a very different perspective. Okay? That's what is for you, Libra 2014. Oshumari is upside down. We have the rainbow, we have the sun and the moon. You see? The moon, the sun, Oshumare. Oshumare, the snake, related with time. And then communication, the rainbow between heaven and earth. And we have the yin and the yang concept here. And it's upside down, which is letting us know this change in dynamics. So today you're up, tomorrow you're down. Today you're up, tomorrow you're down. Today you're down, tomorrow you will be up. This cycle that is going to change your whole life during 2014. A complete turnaround in your life. That's what the tarot cards are saying. When we look at these other cards here, the astrological cards, what we have is the Judgment card, which has here Scorpio, Fire, Pluto, and Leo. But it also has Venus, Mars, and then it has Venus, Mars all together, which makes Mercury and Mars here. So what we have Pluto, the element fire, Leo, Scorpio. So this is a year 2014 about self-development. Let's call it like that, self-development, where you're going to analyze yourself. There's going to be a lot of analysis in your life during 2014, Libra. A lot of thinking, a lot of mental processes where you're going to be forced to analyze everything, the core of who you are. And this is not surprise. Leo, we have Leo again here, the sun here, Leo, sun, Aries. So we have an energy that is letting us know that quick, sudden changes are coming to your life. Notice that you have also Gemini symbol here. So definitely a lot of studies, analysis, a lot of self-development, self-analysis, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to say it. There's a lot of thinking, a lot of mental processes in your life that are going to change your life. You either because you start the process, or life, some way, somehow, steps in and makes you to reconsider your life, to study, to analyze. This is going to be very obvious, especially for people that are between 45 and 51. And it's going to be very, very obvious for people that are between 25, 28, maybe to 31, maybe 35. Okay? There's a very interesting shift in perceptions and life that is going to change your life into 180 degrees or 90 degrees. It depends on you. Okay? Then I want to jump in here because this tarot card here, we have the moon. Notice the moon again, emotions, the Virgin Mary represented here, and we have Gabriel here, the Judgment card. Again, the Judgment card is here. And what we have here is something that is very fascinating. Look, here we have someone coming out that reminds us of the Hermit. And the Hermit is the one that is searching, is doing a soul search. Notice that he's finally finished his soul search. He walked deep into the psychology of the ego, the self, and he comes back alive. And he also reminds us of the mythology where Pluto or Hades, he abducted this goddess and then she comes out. This is like a rite of passage, what we're talking about. A self-development, a growth that we're seeing here. Emotional, psychological issues that are helping us growth. That's what the tarot cards are talking about here. And in some way, somehow, the tarot cards are saying that this process is going to be a blessing for you during 2014. These changes are going to be for your good during 2014, Libra. And at the same time, the Ten of Cups is letting us know that we have to cultivate this kind of attitude like a child, like the Bible says, like Jesus said. We have to be like kids during 2014, Libra. So take time to watch cartoons, comedies, and read things related with self-development, self-analysis, metaphysics, on all this kind of stuff. So it helps you grow during 2014, because there's a lot of decisions that you have to make. And life, if you don't do it, life is going to make sure that you do it. Libra 2014, and we have here the rest of the reading. We have for the first trimester, we have a slowdown. Things that are going to be a little bit stagnant or they don't move. Stagnation, stasis. That kind of development we're going to start seeing in the first trimester for you, Libra. Things move slowly or they don't move at all. So if you start a legal process during this time of the year, just be patient, because things are not going to move as fast as expected. It could be legal, whatever it is, even getting married, things are going to slow down. So don't be surprised if you're going to get married and the marriage has to be postponed for whatever reason during 2014. This is a kind of dynamic, so you can understand what I mean. The dynamic is there. Things are slow, stagnant. They're not going to move as fast as you expect. Okay? Now, for the second trimester, we're talking about that you finally decide to act. You finally decide to do something about it, about your situation, about your life, whatever it is. You finally jump into action. And if you don't do it, life is going to do it. In other words, if you have been procrastinating, something is going to happen that is going to force you to take care of that situation that you have been procrastinating, postponing, and not dealing with it for a while. By the third trimester, by the third trimester of 2014, what we have here is the Six of Pentacles or coins. And this means independence, separation, split, sigma. Whatever it is, there is a separation, a divorce, literally speaking or symbolically. And when I say divorce, I don't want you to think that it's going to be exclusively love life. I'm talking about a separation. Like Siamese twins, they are separated. It could be business related, it could be family related. There's a split, a sigma, a separation. Someone gets independent. Someone gains the independence of something, of a situation. Okay? That's what we're talking about. That kind of energy is the one that is going to be manifested. And then by the last trimester of 2014, what we have here, Libra, is a very interesting dynamic. It's a dynamic of analysis, study, Page of Pentacles, the card of the student. And here what we have is that, just that. You're going to be studying, analyzing, studying, literally speaking, that you decide to go to a college, university, school, whatever it is. If you're in the United States, then you decide to finish your high school, whatever it is, studies. Or you finally decide to grab a book that you've been postponing and you decide to start reading it on your own. This is the kind of stuff that we're talking about by the end of 2014. I'm talking about October, November, and December. Okay? The last trimester of 2014 is this kind of development that we're going to start seeing. Now, when we put all this together, the vertical line, the vertical cards, what we have here is a very interesting dynamic. One, we have to remember yin and yang. One is that this stagnation, this stasis, pushes you into action. You decide to become independent. It could be that your love life is stagnant, it's dead, it's not moving along. You get tired of it and you decide to move on. You get independence, you get the divorce. If it is a business, you decide to just close the business. Things are not doing that great and you decide to just move on. Or there is something going on with your business partner and you decide to just move on. Things are moving slowly and you decide to split. Now, the other way around is that you get the independence and you start seeing that things start slowing down. Because life is like that. There is yin and there is always yang. On a horizontal line, we have the Page of Pentacles and we have the Knight of Pentacles or coins. And in other words, what we're going to see is that, number one, life or you are forced, or life is forcing you to do something about it, something related with studies, analysis, okay? It could be that you finally decide to go to school, or finally life pushes you to go to school, to decide what you're going to do. You're going to school, or finally you decide to, like I said, study something, whatever it is, be it on your own, or you decide to go to school, literally speaking, or you decide to start studying, or the studies are forcing you to make changes, to jump into the wagon and make changes in your life, whatever it is, decisions. Okay? It could go either way. Remember, yin and yang. When you put together the vertical and the horizontal line, what we have here again is that jumping into action. But the Tarot card is saying that you're finally going to do something that is closely related in an area that you don't have that much expertise, you don't have that much experience, you are knowing it. But at the same time, it could be dreadful. You could feel like the whole world is collapsing before you, but it's new, it's different, and you feel invigorated, you feel challenged and hopeful that you are going to do better, and in some way, somehow, you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. So technically, this is a kind of dynamic that we're going to start seeing during 2014, my dear Libra, 2014. Here we have what I call the trilogy. On the trilogy, this is what we have. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Staff, and the Three of Coins. And then here what we have is a very interesting dynamic. Whatever it is that you decide to study, analyze, my dear Libra, what we have here is something very interesting dynamic. What we have is the following. The studies, whatever you decide to study, be it that you decide to go to school, college, whatever it is, or you decide to start reading your book on your own, doing your own studies, whatever it is going to create a very interesting dynamic. What it's going to bring is a very interesting social life. New friends, networking, new friends, a different new social life. That's what we're going to see during 2014. So don't be surprised if you're going to start being invited once you start doing this to different events, parties, and all this kind of stuff, because this is what 2014 is bringing for you. A very active social life during 2014, thanks to the studies or whatever you decide to study. Then we have here the Fool, that is next to the Wheel of Fortune. And here what we have is, remember, yin and yang. First, the things are moving slow, or are stagnant. There's some stasis, and that pushes you to do something about it. And you go, whatever, I don't have nothing to lose, I'm going to jump. I'm going to do it. Whatever it is, I don't care, I'm just going to do it. 2014 is a year of decisions for you, my dear Libra. And this is what the tarot cards are talking about. You're going to just jump and do it, regardless of what people are telling you. Okay? Well, the other way around is that you jump into it and then you start experiencing a little bit of sluggishness, a little bit of stagnation. Things are not moving as fast as you thought. Okay? Then what we have here is the Queen of Pentacles, which represent Taurus, and then we have here stability, success, and independence. So this can be seen in two different ways. You get independent, you jump into the wagon, you do whatever you're going to do, regardless of how everything starts like really slow. At the end, it seems like you're going to be successful. There's going to be a degree of satisfaction, a degree of stability that is going to make you feel secure during 2014, my dear Libra. That's what the tarot cards are saying. The other way around is that this degree of security, success, stability is going to force you to jump into the wagon, take a decision, just do it regardless of consequences, and get an independence, separation, divorce. You just finish the contract and you don't renew it. Things like that. This is the kind of energy. But overall, it seems to be a very good year for you. A lot of growth, mental, psychologically, and spiritually for you, Libra 2014.